Hey everybody, Sapphire Mouse here, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Emerald. Last time, we defeated the Laverne Town Gym Leader Flannery and got a 4th badge, and delivered that meteorite back to Fallbrook Town to Professor or Cosmos, or whatever his name is. In this episode, we are actually going to explore, a tad bit of the, desert here in Route 111. Now, I guess something before I forget. The fossils that I got last episode, if you were playing Ruby and Sapphire, the fossils will at least be in this area instead of the Mirage Tower, because that thing, believe it or not, that was only exclusive to Pokemon Emerald. Right here, we get a Stardust, which you can actually sell for quite a good amount of money. Now, this spot is going to be important for later in the game, after we get a few certain, once we get farther in the game and after getting a certain HM2, so just keep this area in mind. If you're planning on wanting to complete a few things later in the game. Da, da, na, na, na. I don't know if it's me, but I don't know about you guys, but I've always loved the soundtrack of Generation 3, and just in general to the I guess to the root themes to the gym leader theme, or even the theme to when you battle Maxie and Archie. I don't know if it's just me, but that's something I've always just loved about Generation 3. Right here we get back to Westboro. Now, I guess this is one of the many ways you can get back to Westboro, through I guess after you, I guess later at this point in the game. Anyway, if you, not going low. Now, there's a guy in here. Aha, it's this guy. Aha, so, if, oh, okay, you need to. Anyway, that if you picked up one of the fossils in the desert area back in Route 111, you can actually, have that guy resurrect the fossil. Now, I guess I should have shown this a while back, but after, you deliver that letter to Mr. Stone's son, Stephen Stone, he'll actually reward you with the experience share. If you give your Pokemon that, you can actually get experience out of not having to actually form a battle. Now, like I said, that guy I just talked to will resurrect a Pokemon. Foster Pokemon. So, if you're wanting to use either Lilip or Anorith on your team, if there's a Pokemon if you want to use a Grass, Rock, or a Bug type, but you don't know who to choose, well, I would just say if there's a if you don't know what to use for Pokemon, if you want to use one of those typings, I will at least recommend those on your team. Now, I'll meet you guys back in Petersburg City. Alrighty, I guess after getting here to Petersburg City, it's time to finally get our 5th badge. So I do find the gym for this place to be weird because basically all you have to do is just, because when you come here you have to pick a room, and for example this one is the defense room, which for each room it has a different I guess stat or whatever, and you have to battle that trainer. So that's literally the only thing you do, which I find really odd, but if I can get to him. Anyway, hi Dad. Now, like with most gym leaders, I'm actually gonna save here because like with Whitney and Morty in Gen 2 and with Bradley in this generation, I do find this gym leader quite hard. And you'll see. So you did get 4 gym badges. Fine, as I promised, we'll have a Pokemon battle. Miyuki, I'm so happy that I have a real battle with my own child. But a battle is a battle. I would do everything in my power as a gym leader to win. Miyuki, you better give it your best shot too. And I really, really hope so, because your dad here uses normal types. And his first Pokemon is Spinda with Teeter Dance, Psybeam, Facade, and Encore. So with his... Whoa. Wow. That was easy. Anyway, Vikroth is this next Pokemon with Slash, Feint Attack, Facade, and Encore. So if you're playing Ruby and Sapphire, he would not have his Spinda along with another Pokemon. But what I was going to say about Spinda is that what Norman likes to do is, with a Spinda, he likes to use Teeter Dance just to annoy the absolute crap out of you. I'm not kidding. Like 99.9% of the time I've played this game, he would do that. At least use Psybeam to confuse you. Anyway, his next Pokemon, which is also only exclusive to Pokemon Emerald, is his Linoon with the moves Slash, Belly Drum, Facade, and Headbutt. Just be aware of that Belly Drum, because that move will literally max out your, well, I'll just say it's a move that will max out the attack stat of a Pokemon, so be aware of that. No! I was hoping to at least defeat this freaking Linoon. I guess not. Well, I really hope I'm able to defeat this thing with my Nantrack here. Yay. Anyway, his last and main Pokemon is this Slacking. If my memory serves me correctly, he actually has 2 of these in Ruby and Sapphire, so be aware of that. Anyway, his Slacking has the moves Counter, Yawn, Facade, and Feint Attack. Yeah, be aware of counter, because I'm not kidding when I say this. It will, if a Pokemon uses a physical type move, it will double the damage thrown back at the player. So be aware of that. And then he has Yawn, which will put your Pokemon to sleep on the following turn. And then he has freaking Feint Attack, which is one of the few moves that actually does it. That will actually miss without fail. So, oh. But I guess a good thing about this thing is that, well, I guess, I was gonna say, bad thing about this is that he has a citrus berry. Dread, I don't have a Pokemon. Come on. What? Interesting. I didn't think... Yay. Come on, Golbat. Oh, thank God. Well, what I was gonna say is that I guess a good thing about the Slaking here is that it has the ability... What's the ability called? Basically, its ability is that it will attack every other turn. Which I'm literally blanking on the name, and I don't know why. Is this kind of some type of joke? Wow. Only half of the time I guess probably like 75% of the time I face off against Norman, I tend to have trouble battling him. Especially against his Slaking and Spinda, since Spinda has Teeter Dance in a way. With that best defense of the Pokemon that knows the HM move Surfer will be able to travel over water. This is my gift to you, Miyuki. I'm sure you can use it correctly. And he gives you TM42 Facade, which is actually a pretty good move. It doubles the power of moves if the Pokemon is poisoned, paralyzed, or burned. You might be able to turn a bad situation into an advantage. As the gym leader, I can't express how upset I am. But as a father, it makes me both happy and a little sad. It's odd. And guess who? Oh, there you are, Miyuki. Please come with me. I have something I want to show you. Norman, you don't mind, do you? Let me borrow your Miyuki for a minute or two. And with that, we leave our dad alone. Miyuki, please excuse us for dragging you here this way, but Raleigh's become very healthy since he went to Verdant Down. We owed it all to you. When Raleigh left town, you helped him catch a Pokemon, right? I think that made Raleigh really happy. Actually, not just Raleigh, it made me, his father, happy too. Happy that he's gained such a great friend as you. This isn't a bribe or anything, but I really like to have this. And we get probably the two best HMs ever. This is HM03 Surf. Basically, like our dad said, that you would be able to use this move to cross water. So I think I'm gonna delete Nature Power here. So yeah, this is a pretty good move, if I say so myself. So if you have a water type Pokemon like I do, teach it that move. Because there's a base power of 95, which is like at least the same power as what is it? As like Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, or an Ice Beam. So it's a pretty good HM aside from strength. Anyway, something I would like to do before I actually fully forget is come home and talk to your mom. Talking of someone from Devon gave it to you, well, honey, how about registering your mom? And with that, you can actually register your mom. And, well, you can do that, like, after you get the Pokénav, but after you get your first badge, oh, did Dad give you that badge? Then here's something for your mom. Well, from your mom, you get the amulet coin. So basically the amulet coin is actually a pretty good item. So it's the item that, well, that actually doubles the amount of prize money that you get after the end of each battle. But in order to use it properly, you actually have to have a Pokemon that's holding it come out to be able to use it. So, but other than that, it's a pretty good item. I would recommend having if you're like running low on money and you need it for something. I actually recommend doing that. Anyway, aside from running into this wild Anna, I'm actually gonna end it here. So next time on Pokemon Emerald, we're actually gonna explore a few places that we couldn't do when we had Surf. So see you guys then.